Hey guys, welcome back again with another video. And this time, as you can see, it's a little bit different. Like the very first kind of Yu-Gi-Oh video like this. But instead of a deck profile, I want to build a deck with you guys. The first thing I want to say about this idea is I just got it, just right here, right now. Literally, just a second ago. So, to get started, I want to have built at least the basis of the deck, like 20 main deck cards and around 7 to 8 extra deck cards. So it's a little bit easier for me and for you guys to help me with this build. As you can see, these are all the cards that I at least have. I also have a book, a sort of book with more cards in it, but it's a little bit old rags, this book. So I will go eventually let you guys see that book and what's inside of it. Most of the time, the most cards of banned cards are really rare cards that most other people want, and I just say from like, oh yeah, you just get it, mate. Just buy it from me, or just trade with it for something else. So first off, as you can see, 6. I was frightened by my own laptop. Alright, so first off, 6 staples of cards, so which means around how many cards these are? I don't know. So let's pull some of them away from now, and let's see from which I want to pick some of the cards I want to buy a buy a deck with. No, make a deck with. So let's see. I will put these here. Sorry for the little bump, guys. So that's a bit nicer. You know what? I like the one with clock relevance. So let's see what's inside this bundle of cards. I think I have a lot of Cybers cards, by the way, but I don't really want to make a Cybers deck right now. So that one will go in. I already know that. Crackdown is good, I think. Balaam's Trap can be, doesn't need to be. Datacorn, so no Cybers just now. It can be a thing. Just some ordinary cards. It's a zombie, but I just don't run it because it's not needed in my zombie deck, by the way. So yeah, that's a thing. Oh, sorry. Stand-in. Crusader Sparta 2 times. Normal Knights. I like warriors, but let's do a different kind of sorts of warrior. No Goki. Why no Goki? I just don't have enough Goki cards. That's why. Hand of the Six Samurai. No. Goldenberg. It's an option, but doesn't need to be. Crusadia. So let's. Noble Knights. I have Noble Knights, but probably not enough. So I had an idea for Gateway of the 6. I can go a little bit with 6 Samurai, I think. Yes, these are the cards that I thought will be a good deck. Again, I know that Roshi Badish is banned at the moment, or still banned. I didn't see the latest ban list until now, so I just need to check that one out. So I really want to build another deck with the Phantom Knights, or just Phantom Knights in general. So that's a point. These are really needed in the deck. Nope. As I said, Phantom Knights are the thing to build. So what I Foolish Burial needed. and a Monster Reborn also needed. So those two are the real spell cards. For now the only two spell cards that are in it. I think that Burial from a Different Dimension is a great idea because you eventually banish a bunch of your Phantom Knight's main deck monsters, so it's a possibility. I will put these two again back on the staple, so they go here for now. So let's see what's more in this staple, because I didn't look through it. Battleguard Howling, it can be an option, so I just put it here for can be, doesn't need to be, just Phantom Knights. So Phantom Knights I will pull immediately. No, oh here, Rusty, no, that wasn't Rusty. Fateful Hour doesn't need to be. Phoenix Chain, I like Phoenix Chain a lot, but it doesn't need to be in this deck. No, it's a triple, but does 3 times. No. Trapson? No. So let's go through all of these staples and let's find at least all the Phantom Knight cards. So these are all for now Phantom Knight cards, only the traps. Just eventually needed, especially this one. The Monster Reborn is okay. Battleguard Howling, just because it's an for warrior monsters. So let's go through this bit. TG Werewolf. It's a dog monster and it can't eventually recycle itself. Cosmic Girls, no. Hey, and Kazuki, nice. I think these are only, if I can, yeah. Alright, for now, no Phantom Knights. Oh, nice, nicely done. So, magical something. But what something? A magical exemplar, Endymion the Master Magician, Crusade of Endymion, Defender of the Magical Knight, Reflection of Endymion. Yeah, probably. As you can see, I've opened at least 3. What was that? Orders of the Spellcasters, and I've also opened one of the. What was it called? Rocket something. So yeah, Topologic Zoroboros is in here, which could be used. It's a dark monster, that's nice. Power load is also 4. So these could be used, so it's potential for the deck, and also really nice. Summon the Monk, not needed. His face upon the field, it cannot be tribute if this card is normal. Flip summon, change this card to defense position once per turn. You can discard 1 spell. Special summon 1 level 4 monster from your deck, but that monster cannot attack this turn. It's an option, but I don't need it. The cards that are at least a little bit needed in this kind of deck, which of course, as I said, you guys may help me out with. So that is going together there. So let's go through this bunch. So Detonate Deleter, Update Jammer, Cyber Switch, Cyber Wet Kit, Clock Sparta, Clock Lizard, Link Disciple, Link Devotee. So we know them. As you already can see again, most of the spellcaster cards. And I don't like Pot of Desires. I just think it's not the greatest. It's a bit of a gamble card. Like in a Panel Magician, I think it's better, but not in this kind of deck. So no. Oh yeah, Rocket Revolt. That was the name of the freaking set where I got all of these rockets and dragon monsters. So that's a thing. I think they had a zero-day blaster. Oh yeah, this one can be very strong with. Now, well, it's literally a support card for it, so option, mostly because it is dark and really useful. Honeybots doesn't need to be. Trigate Wizard, nope. Deco Talker can be an option. Just say it. So I say options, go to here, and definitely go into the deck. Will just keep it in there. So to affect monsters, peasant tech. To link monsters. Supervisor, no. I don't think no. Oh, right. Future vision. So, say, Genji. And Simok. So yeah, I've opened a lot of... Hey guys, sorry for the weird cut, but let's go further once more. Where we left off. We left off by Baba Barber. So I think is this an option? 2 monsters at the start of each battle phase you can target this card, or 1 monster discard punch to banish it into the end phase. I think it's pretty needed. The link arrows are pretty good actually. Set uppercuts. I don't think this card does something. It's a deck that I want to make, so let's go forwards. No. Formal wave. So, what is it? Target one face a monster on the field, destroy one monster on the field with the same attribute. But a different name is that monster. Oh. Yeah. Yosin Yu. Simmer, again, more Simmer. It can be an option. Probably option. So, format skipper. Yosin Yu. Just one. The return to the normal. Again. This is for an Chama deck, right? You can only control if you control a spell cast on monster person. Discard from your hand if it's cut to stop your battle. Yeah, I think it's for cards like Renru and what was it? Chalmers? No, another Yosin Yu. I just have one. Oh, a Tenji. It's a dark link monster. 3. White Howling. Another one, and a Dream Mirror Fantasy. So, not that much. That's really needed. So, let's go to the next staple of cards. So these can be used in this eventually in this deck. So, which I really want to use, like Babe and a clock, at least those two. Pen stack maybe, but it's only for link monsters. So no, that's no. Zero burrows. It's a possibility. You cannot summon such set monsters to any extra monster zone. Discard points to. Gain 2 attack for each banished card. If another monster is special summoned to a zone and link monster points to, while this monster is on the field, banish all cards on the field. Once per turn during the December phase of your next turn, after this card was banished by its own effects, pressure is banished. So, actually, yes, totally. It's totally handy. So, it's totally awesome. Sorry, bad joke. And Barlow Dragon. So it's your typical Barlow Dragon, but in common rarity. I think it's common. I don't really know how the rarities work, but if I'm right, you can eventually see it by the artwork and the sprinkles and sprankles around a card together with this corner here. I think, I can be wrong, but it is a possibility, like I said. So let's go to the second and a half. No, to this. Yeah. It's really one. The second. Yeah, doesn't matter. So other Spandom Dragon, no. Tomb Dark Magician, no. Arrow Mage, no. Divine Dragon, nah. I have Utopia, but it doesn't need to be in this deck. Harpy, Miracle Fusion, Trickster, Magical Laurel, Magician of Chaos. I have Chaos form, but I don't play Magicians. Necros, or Red Dragon, Arching Bane, King Calamity, Stardust Dragon, Utopia, as it said. Heretic, another Deco Talker, Dark Magician, Soul Pendulum, Stardust Wish. So for now, Bitron, Protron, another Protron, Performer Ball, Moordslag, which in Dutch is called Moordslag or something or something. So I really like it because this is German, if I'm right, and the rest of the card is just English, and I like the naming. So, Paladin of Storm Dragon, no, please no. Snowman effect is it is fun. Let us see. Torrential Tribute. I like this one because you just stop your opponent. So those two are an option: Scapegoat and Torrential Tributes. So let's put those here. Silent Regression not needed. Phoenix Chain. I think I've 3, but I can be wrong, and this is the second one I've seen so far. Yeah, another Monster Reborn. Yes, I have 2. I have at least 2. Record the Live, Debusser, Linkslayer. So a lot of cyber cards, as you can see right here, and I mean literally a lot, because I can just make a really fast one of kind deck. One of kind deck. What do I mean with that? A deck which only runs every card in the deck just once. So every card is literally a one of a kind. It's a Phantom Knights card, but I just put it in here because we were looking for the Phantom Knight cards. So yeah, this is maybe not what you thought this video will be, but I think the idea behind it is really nice. But no one did it because they thought all of it, but didn't thought like, nah, not smart. Let's not do that. So, but I want to do it. This like it's funny. It's nice. So this can be an option as well. Dark monsters, because these will be dark monsters most of the time. So options. I just have options lying here. So, no. Last time, the Revenge of Normal. Needleness, Necrofusion, Invisibility Barrier, nah, Metaverse. Yeah, 3 Metaverse, just laying around. And, well, Tornado, Ultimate Providence. Time Machine, Recall, Reckless Grid, Summon the Monk. Some of those again. I have a Dragon Shrine, it's nice. Wait, did I? No. I said no in English. In Dutch. Sorry. A bunch of Power Grasps. Yeah, I have those. I have them. I have one polymerization. Mythical beast. Extra bug, shields, and not more of them. Another mirror frost with a mirror frost launcher. Magical cylinder. Execute protocols. And I'm powered with Furious Dragon. Which is not that bad to fusion summon. It just needs 2 dragon monsters, so that's a thing. But no, not for us. So all of my Phantom Knight cards must be in here, because I don't know anywhere else where they could be. So let's find them and just lay them down here. It's the only thing that I know they will do and can do. More zombies. Zombie Master. Zombie Master, I really like Zombie. Zombie Master isn't also that bad. You can just run one in a zombie deck, but it doesn't need to be. If you are going for the more Shiranui style Shiranui zombie deck, then Spirit Master and Sword Master are a thing you can use. I don't have Mayakashi, but it's also a zombie archetype, which is doable. Shut and Dewey is can be also an option just on one together with Zombie Master, because this one will get 2 banished monsters from 2 banished monsters back in your graveyard, and you may draw one, and you can draw 1 card after it. Oh, sorry, I read that one wrong. Sorry, my fault. Necronize is fun. Power Struggle just gives your monster 1000 attack more or 1000 attack less. This one says eventually that you can control one of your opponent's monsters for 1 turn or something. Call of the Mummy just for backup. Barrier from different dimension. Trap of Temper. So yeah, as you can see, a lot of things. Also, Time Thieves. I've done this already once with Time Thieves and Phantom Knights, and I think it's a really nice combo. So let's go a little bit in that route. So let's also find the Time Thieves. I know I have them, so they must be here somewhere. So just find them, get them all into one place, so we can eventually in the next episode build the deck without zombies and all. No. Restoration point cards and get link default. If you have watched so far in this episode, you have seen Link Devote multiple times already in all of these. Edge Imp Cotton Eater, it's the second one. So also no Phantom Knights or Time Thieves. It's a bit of a shame, but what do you do? So they will go here. Next staple of cards. So Cyber's Clock Dragon, it's nice. Duplexer, Cyber's Quantum. I've too many cards in my hand right now. It's a little bit too. Oh, here they are. At least 2. So monsters. I will put the monsters just together here. So just monsters. This one can be in it, but it won't be. I know already. Double summon. Is it needed? Nah. Nope. God, so many cards. So, option. When this card is normal summon, you can banish 1 monster from your hand, banish 1 monster from your deck with the same type as the monster. If this card is destroyed by battle, or if this card in this on this position is destroyed by an opponent's card effect. You can target 1 of your banished monsters, add it to your hand. So its normal summon isn't really needed, but more of his second effect when it's destroyed or something by battle or card effects. Then you can add 1 of the banished monsters to your hand. So it's a possibility, like I said, possibility. So let's put them over. Also, it's a dark monster, so it helps with that. So Sector Expedition into danger. I have dangers laying around here somewhere, I know that. in which you will see soon enough. You will go crazy which ones they are. So shrink a bit. I got some Cinnamon Grade cards. So if you want to see me build with you guys a Cinnamon Grade deck, fine. I'm fine with it because they are most of the time Cybers, so it's a thing. Because I like Cybers. Don't get me wrong, I like Cybers monsters. So it's a point. It's already a point for them. It's also why I have so many Cybers cards. It's one of the things that I just like as a type, as a monster type. To be honest, as a monster type, I think they are great. And they will get more support and support over time because it's the most recent, most recent new monster type. Besides, what was it? Worm and what was it? Psychic. Psychic was the very first one. Then after Psychic came Worm, and after Worm, Cybers was a thing. So Cybers has now at least more cards than Worm and Psychic just on their own. But if I'm right, if the Worm and Psychic are combined, they are probably just a little bit over the total Cybers cards right now. And I think it's so funny to know that. It's so you don't. Oh, that's nice. So monsters, I said go here. So yeah. And with a summon over and a summon limit. I have somewhere a summon limit. I think. I thought. So yeah, let's go. So that's just searching out the potential cards for this deck. It's not bad, but doesn't need to be. Burger is already inside, just like Night Beam. As I said, Night Beam. Rota, it's for the Phantom Knight, so it's an option. Crusader Testament, more zombies. I also like this one. It's a level 3 tuner, but you can eventually synchro summon with this card, normal summons with a card in your hand, if it's possible with the amount of levels you have in your hand. Or Unisong tuning, it gives a Drift on the Grave. I also have this. I have so many cards, I just sometimes don't even remember which I have. So as it said, optional. So and I have 3 of them. So optional. So if you also have suggestions of cards which I can add, which you've seen right now to my zombie deck, please just comment down below. I really want to know which one I can add or not to add, or just put them out of the deck so it frees some. So I have some free space in its special schedule. So no more in this one. I know I have them. I just know. And there's not a lot to go after this one. It's just one staple. So service dino. So let's just search all of them out. That's, as I said many times now before. Rank monsters can be run just only once. Limited removal, nice. So just search all of them out. For Float Dragon. Yes, I have the Heralds, except for the Synchro monster. More Cinnamon Grade, Cybernetic Overflow. Assault modes, Pegasus Wing, Sunshade of Sun Saga, or how you want to call it. I have it already in my zombie deck, but it's just once. So once again, no more cards to be used. Come on. So it's a shame they weren't in there. So let's go through more. From the club, Madolchi, what like a C. It's a Time Thieves. Yeah. So I also said Time Thieves. As I said also earlier, just please let me know which cards I just need eventually to add or are handy in this deck of Time Thieves and Veteran Knights, because I really like the idea behind it, behind the deck. Oh, that was flashy. Oh, that's flashy. That is really strong. So, Gallop, Herald again, the Spirit. Or did someone just thought like, oh hey, you have nice cards, let's trade with them, you know? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. And I really know I've got them somewhere here, in here. So, but where? That's the only thing. Zombie Master again, shouldn't do we? So, oh yeah, I've also opened literally 2 dual power, and I still haven't gotten what's it called, Security Dragon, because I really want a Security Dragon. It's super. Another Sunset. Oh, Veteran Knights Fogblade. Yes, that's one of the trap cards that is needed. 2 Danger Mothmans. 2 Danger Chupacabras. And look at this, 2 snacks. Oh hey, Supreme King Gate and Supreme King Dragon. So, they always here. So, you guys probably don't know of a certain combination, which what you can do is eventually, what I've learned is if you have these 2 in your Pendulum skills, both, and you've got 2 dark, no, not dark, but level 5 monsters on your field, and you have to, by any chance, level 4, rank 4 Rebellion, Exceed Dragon, then just use both of these effects on Dark Rebellion, make it eventually a level, and change this level from 4 to 5, and eventually overlay all 5 monsters into Dark Requiem, Exceed Dragon. So you still have the effect of Requiem, Exceed Dragon, and just have 3 materials instead of just the normal 2. Because this is the only play I just know which can be used to get Requiem on the field. So, as I said, it is potential. It's potential. Potential. These 2 cards won't go into this deck. Mostly because I really need these cards for my Pendulum Magician deck. No, I said it wrong. In my Pendulum Magician Endymion Mythical Beast deck. I know it's literally an amalgamation of archetypes, but they still are Pendulum. So this engine will be in there with 1 Gate Zero and 3 Dark Worms. So I just need these ones. So I will put them, but these 2 far away from the rest of all these cards. So I can use them in my next big deck. This will also be eventually be a big deck, but for at the moment it's not even been built. So it's all the potential. These are just potential optional cards right now at this moment in time. So I will go through all of these cards eventually again. Let's do it. So where we left off was Armageddon Knight. So it's a warrior monster, but it can be handy, I guess. So it's an optional. Monster Reborn and Roto we already added in this pile. So sorry. Platinum Boots, nice. Phantom, another Phantom Knights, Time Thief, another Time Thief, Time Thief. So I've not that many dark level 5 monsters. So this was the only option that I could think of, and as you can see, it's a little bit different because it's an American version. Or is it? No, it's not the American version. Sorry, I'm wrong about that. I have cards like the Xiangs. Those two are both American versions. You can tell by the thickness of the description here, of the text in the description in the effect box, that this is an American. If they are thicker, a little, then they are American versions. I literally can't show you how they are different. See, the card names and just the card effects of the boxes are just a little bit thicker on this card than on here on Silva, because it's, like I said, an American version of the cards, and Americans like to be well, I think they want to have big thick letters so they can read it better and just better. I don't know, but this is the only level 5 dark monster that I have now, and it's not even that bad as at an effect. So as I said, it's potential a good card. So Time Thieves and Phantom Knights. So I'll always go with the rest. XC Reborn. It's a reborn. A monster reborn for only XC monsters, which when used, this card will be eventually a material for that special summoned XC monster from the craft. So, yeah, it's not that bad. So I think it can potential. Don't know. Phantom Knights, another Phantom Knights, Phantom Knights and Time Thieves. Because eventually this deck will play mostly XC monsters, most of the time dark XC monsters. But that doesn't need to be. So XC Veil, I think, is also an option. Versus XC monsters with XC material cannot be targeted by card effects. So it's just nice. Nice to have. More Phantom Knights. Here, up. So they go there. Those two go here. Time Thief and Phantom Knights, so as I said, just go here. I have a Dark Hole. Destroy all monsters on the field. So, no. Do I really need... Oh, fuck. It's not what I got myself in a pinch, so let's just do this. And place them here. Get this all together here, and this here, and this here. So it's a little bit better. So Dark Hole. Just say it. Optional? Can be an option? Or what? So let me know with Dark Hole what I can do with Dark Hole. Burrow from different mansion already has it. So Time Thieves and Phantom Knights, like I said, they just will be in the main deck. Another silver, where a lot of the dog, as it said, for the only combo that will tend to be very hard to pull. So yeah, I know it's very hard to pull. Goes a match. So as you've seen already, most of these cards are dark monsters. So goes a match is a big thing. Like dark. Overall, just dark monsters. See, that needs to be there, and that one there. So literally just dark monsters right now. The only light monster that I've run has been one of the Xians. I cannot just for the life of I don't know. I can't speak right now. So the only light monster you will that I ran then was this one, because it's a light attribute monster. But you don't use it as normally as a monster, so you just don't normal or special summon or whatsoever with this card. So the best option you have then is just use it in one of your skills as a skill 8 most of the time. But it's a standard. It's a skill 8, but it will eventually become a 4 if you run more cards. If you have more cards on your field than your opponents. So goes a match. I think just needed. It needs to be a thing. Oh. I did there. So let's just go down further. So Twin Twisters, I think it's a nice option because it's discard one card. It's also a card effect. It's a card effect when this. How do I say this? So this is the card effect which says to discard one card. So if you have Silva, which says if this card is discarded to the graveyard by a card effect. So actually you can pull it off. You can pull this literally very easy off. Activate Twin Twisters when you have Silva in your hands. Discard Silva. Special summon Silva from your graveyard and eventually just pop 2 cards. But if your opponent discards from your hands by no card effects, then if this card was discarded from your hand or graveyard by an opponent's card effect, your opponent returns exactly 2 cards from the hand to the bottom of the deck in any order. So that's just a situational card effect, but it's mostly its first effect when it's discarded just by a card effect to the graveyard. So Twin Twisters and Silva goes really well together, and it's also why I ran Twin Twisters in this. So Dark Hole, it is an option. I will put it in the option staple here, because yeah, like everything else, like this one, Dark Requiem Exceed Dragon. It's an option because it needs certain cards to be summoned. So Time Thief Redoer, just nice, so use it. Plus it's Time Thief. Still some Roach is also not bad, because when a level 5 or higher monster will be special summoned, you can detach 1 card from this card and negate that special summon, so it's good. Also destroy that monster. So it's a non-targeting, special summon, negates and destroy effect. So it's I think it's just nice. So, and I've used it multiple times, so it helps. Rhapsody in Berserk. You can target one face-up XC monster you control. Equip this monster you control to target. Against 1200 attack, you can detach from this card and target 1 card in your opponent's graveyard bench. So you can use Rhapsody in Berserk in this deck, but I think it's now more of an option than really needed. Viral Exceed Dragon, so it can help with the Zero Burrows, because just detach 2 monsters from this card and special summon Zero Burrows to here or here if this card is actually in your extra monster zone. So I think it can be just immediately be in the deck, just like Dog Rebellion. You just want it. Gen Gorgon. Gen Gorgon. It's just it stops you, your opponent from targeting one monster, from targeting one of your monsters with a card effects, and this one just redirects it to another monster which can be targeted for an effect. So it's handy. It's situational. Doesn't need to be, but it's situational. So I think it's a great addition. Of course, Break Swords. Why not? It's a Phantom Knight monster, so just need it, as I said. Phantom Knights and Time Thieves, just always. So, Shadow Lich, I think it doesn't need to be in the deck, but it can be. It's okay. It's more of a zombie, but it's okay, I think. So I will put this. I don't want to do this one here in this deck, so I think I will maybe do put this one in my zombie deck. I don't know, just for in case. So let's do that one. But the rest, as I said, all Phantom Knights must be in the deck. So there's a Phantom Knight and Cursed Javelin, so it will be. But what does it say? It says you can detach one material from this card and target one face-up monster your opponent. Oh. The target one face-up monster your opponent controls until the end of the turn, changes its attack to 0. Also negates this effect. It's a quick effect if this card has a Phantom Knights. The Phantom Knights card as material. Can use this effect of the Phantom Knights of Cursed Javelin once per turn. So it becomes a quick effect if it has the Phantom Knights card as material. And you can only use the effect once, but it becomes eventually a quick effect. So it can stop your opponent from doing big plays, big combos. So I think it's also a sort of must-have. You won't go easily into it because you don't have normally level 2 monsters. But if you do, you can have an option, because Javelin of Gin Busters, because Gin Buster isn't also. I just place turn, so it doesn't matter when. It's a sort of quick effect. When an effect of an opponent's monster is activated, just activate it. Doesn't need to target or whatsoever, do anything. Detach 2 materials, negate the activation, and if you do inflict. So it's really not bad. It's literally just a negation. That's all actually, and you do a little bit of life point damage to your opponents. So it's not that bad. So I think it also can be immediately into the deck. Doesn't need to be. Witch Apprentice. Because of the many dog monsters, just do it in. Link Ribbo. No, there is literally no right now no really level 1 monsters, so it goes for now into the optional cards for the deck. Orchestrated Release and rolled down a wrestling. So I think if I had more Orcus monsters, Orcus could also be a thing in this deck, but I just need them and I don't have them. So I say potential on Orchestrated Release, optional, potential, and roll down wrestling. Yeah, no, please no. So right now we have sort is it the right word? Seeked. You get the point. The cards that are eventually needed. So let's go through them. So Witch Apprentice, number 65, Cursed Javelin, Break Swords, Kern Gorgon, Fireball, Steel Swarm, Time Thief, a bunch of Time Thieves and Phantom Knights. Like you can see right here now. Some dangers like Tsushinoko, like Snack, Chupacabra, Mothman, Time Thieves. I have Dogman, but because it doesn't really has the same levels as all these others, it doesn't need to be an option for the deck. So as I said, a bunch of Time Thieves, a bunch of Phantom Knights. So yeah, another break sword. Wait, that is just so thin. What did my imagination just pull something off? Ah, doesn't matter. Several burrows, and a clock taker, and blah 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 blah. So I think it's a pretty, for now, a pretty little extra deck for what I've seen for now. So that was the official main deck monsters and extra deck monsters. Extra deck monsters, just extra deck cards, because spell and traps can be in the extra deck, well in the side deck. So Twin Twisters, Time Thief Hack, Reinforcements of the Army, another Time Thief Hack, another 4. You may only play 3. Feather Knight Spear, Burial from a Different Dimension, Monster Reborn, and Foolish Burial. So it's not that many. It's potential. It's alright, I say. But here the one of the biggest staples of which are laying here, right here in front of us, goes a match a little bit. No, that's a shame. Yeah, it's really a shame. So goes a match. Feather Knight's Fogblade, if I'm correct, 3 times. So let's watch for the other 2. Feather Knights, Time Thief, Swords, Badish, Brigandine, Time Thieves, another Fogblade, and another one. So 3 Fogblades, always 3 Fogblades. We have Wing, Feather Knight's Wing, Mistclaws, Shadow Veil, and Shadow Veil. So it's pretty okay, I think. Like spell and traps, fine. Main deck monsters and extra deck cards, fine. So these can probably, as I said before, become the main deck right now. Doesn't need to be, and it can also be. It can always be changed, especially with the help of you guys. So the optional or potential good cards are this staple of cards, like Orchestrated Release, Linkuriboh, Rhapsody, Requiem, Darkhold, the 2 Sylvans, the 2 Ixie trap cards. So Ixie Reborn and Ixie Veil are optional. I can maybe for now, because they both are pretty good. Not really strong, but at least pretty good. I will put them right just in here. So Silva, Armageddon Knight, this is the both Xiang, Panel Monsters, Aloof, Lupine, 3 times, Night Beam, Unit Bestand, Mystical Space Typhoon, MST, MBAAS, My Blood is a Shield, Magic Power, Dark Eruption, Torrential Tribute, Scapegoat, Barrel Loads, Night Beam again, Decode, and 0 Day Blast together with Battle God Howling. Those are the optional cards which can be from what I've seen in all of these staples here in the back, like all of those. These cards can be optional for this deck. So let me just let me know which cards you think are better in this deck and which cards can be just gone from the deck. Like I've almost played the same like of deck before, and I've really liked it because of the Ixie summoning and just the Ixie spam eventually. But I just miss one big card, actually 2, but the biggest one is, you know what, I will just get it for you guys. I just want to show you guys it all. So the one big card which I really want to come back is just this one card. It's just that great, it's just good. In this deck it's so good. You really need to have this card, to have this deck have a real comeback. Well, sort of like card for Time Thieves. If Konami releases a Time Thief card, it needs to be something like Feather Knights of Virtue, but it's less overpowered. Because I get it. It's overpowered now, mostly because of other combos and combinations with other archetypes, but still, even on its own and it just in its own archetype, it's still pretty good and pretty damn strong. So yeah, I hope Konami will get this one off the banners and just set it on one per deck, because if they do that, I'm also really happy because I just want to run this one once, because you can get it again and again and again on your field if it stays in gravity at least, with cards like with Fogblade, because you can banish Fogblade and special summon the Phantom Knights monster from your graveyard to your field. So as I said, it's just good and strong as fuck. Yeah, it's just overpowered. That's it. So yeah, I really love this card. But it's just a shame it is on a ban list right now. If it's on a ban list right now, then but on the limited place, it's also fine. Limited is for me fine enough. And the other one is the Phantom Knights rank up magic. Why did they put... Okay, I know, but please, why? This one is so good, especially in a Dark XC monster build with only XC monsters where you have Ghost Match. It's really good. I know August can do something well with this card. The Phantom Knights themselves can do something really good with this card. You have also the what was it? The Time Thieves. From what I've seen in Yu-Gi-Oh Pro, they will get eventually 2 new cards, an XC monster at the same level, so that's a shame, but still, and a new spell cards, and I think they will be awesome. So I really hope that just Konami overall just put some cards back into the sorry for that, but I hope that Konami just eventually think, oh hey, Rusty isn't that strong anymore, but we have other cards which are for now stronger and better in the combination or combos. So let's put that one literally banned, but let's put Rusty on limited. I think it will help. And also just overall kind of deck like this one, just to be a little bit meta again, or just good again. It's right now still good, but not as good as before a certain banners came in. I'm still not happy with it. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope I see you guys in the next video. Just like, subscribe, share, and comment down below. Please, I really hope, just comment down below about this deck, about what you want to be seen in the next video, the deck building, or just how I build my decks in general. Build this deck with me. I think it will be really fun. And please just comment down everything you want to see or whatever in the next few episodes of this series, and I'll just do that for you guys, and just also for me, because it's fun. I really like, I just have so much fun right now. So in the next video we will begin a little bit with the deck building of this deck. Yes, that's right, next video, deck building. So bye.